Average Size Brothers Show. 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 Average Size Brothers Show.
Hello, is the Average Size Brothers podcast. This is episode 20. I'm Jacob.
I'm Connor.
And we are here with somebody who kills animals, not on purpose. She's a leather worker, an artist, stained glass. She has done all the stained glass, all the churches you see around here in Kokomo.
This is true.
No.
And we are here with
Katelyn Myers.
Katelyn Myers. Thank you
go.
for coming out. It's a pleasure because this looks like a bunch of interesting stuff to dive into. I don't know if we have enough time in the fucking day. So,
That's facts.
I think I'm going to start out with just rapid fire questions for you. It's just so the people get to know you.
Okay.
I did this last week, my first time, so I kind of liked it. So,
Okay.
how old are you?
I'm 25.
Your favorite WWE wrestler?
God damn it, my boyfriend asked me this like literally the other day and I don't know.
It's a great question.
I don't know.
You don't know? If you could just think of one.
John Cena?
John
That's
Cena.
what I told him.
Dude, nobody sees him. Favorite music?
I would say like ska, reggae type of. There's pop.
Slapping the bed.
A slap of the bass. And then dogs or cats?
Both?
Okay.
Got
Favorite
both.
food?
Oh god, pizza? All the time.
Pizza pie in the sky.
Live off of it.
Your biggest fear?
Oh god. I don't know, man. Getting dementia.
Getting to
That's a
that is a
That's a
deep
real
fear.
fear.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a real fear. My fear is like I slouch a lot, and I'm scared that when I get to 60, I'm gonna be
Like
like
you're
this.
gonna be like this.
Because I see old people like that all the
Yeah.
time, and it scares the
Yeah.
fuck out of me. Because I'm like, I have terrible
That would
posture.
be, that would be,
Not
that's
a
a
fan of
preventable
that.
fear though. Like,
I know, I'm just a fat fucking slob. So,
Yeah, facts.
favorite actor or actress?
oh god. Robin Williams was one
Robin
of my
Williams,
favorites.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
You had it all, baby. You had it all. But he did have a very, very
What to say?
fucked up, like,
Yeah.
mental disorder or something like that.
Fucking
I can't remember what it was.
Mrs. Doubtfire
The
was like
suicide.
unscripted.
Really?
You know that?
I did
Someone
not
told
know
me that. I don't know.
There's
dove
actually
into
a
the
good
facts, but
a good time suck on him. If you ever watch Time Suck
Mm-hmm.
podcast, Robin Williams, perfect.
Okay.
Your favorite shoe?
God damn, what do you mean by that?
Like your favorite brand? What's your brand you go to?
Goodwill. I don't fucking know.
Goodwill?
Like,
I mean, yeah.
Any shoe.
Any
Or-
shoe.
I've had these shoes for like 5 years. I don't
Any
know
shoe
what
that
they
fits.
are. Yeah, like
Like
I wear
Cinderella.
I like to wear heels. It's a weird one, but yeah.
I mean, I like to wear heels.
Yeah.
The privacy of my own home.
Yeah, right?
Favorite horror villain?
God damn.
Ooh.
You asked like I don't like these questions so far.
Trust me, you're not gonna like any more of them.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of horror things, so I don't really have much of an answer.
Well, maybe what if somebody was chasing you? Who would you not want it to be?
Anyone, honestly.
Yeah, basically
That's
any of them.
Just anybody.
Like I can't fucking run for my
Anyone's
life,
gonna
so
hurt.
I can't run in my dreams.
yeah. I mean,
All right,
just
last one. Your
It's sticking
favorite
inside.
drink?
oh Pepsi probably.
Oh, Pepsi's fucking watered down Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Big L.
That's no.
Dude.
I mean, I like Dr Pepper too, though. So
That's sick. That is sick. Alrighty, so we're gonna get into some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Connor's gonna open it up today.
Yeah.
you both have questions?
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
we have about a good 40 questions.
Jesus.
Well, we wanted to come
gosh.
prepared.
Okay,
Wow.
first off, how did you get into taxidermy, you know? Like, was it a family, like...
No.
No?
No, I'm the weirdo.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
You're the outcast of the family.
Oh my gosh. Like, when we sit around for dinner, it's like, I feel like they're just thinking in their head, like, what do we ask Katelyn about? Like, what did... they don't really have much there, but it's like, what animals have you done recently? I guess.
Hey, you whack any animals yet?
It's funny because like taxidermy is incorporated in what I do. I've always done art, so I wanted to incorporate. Okay, so I tell a lot of people that I wanted to be a vet when I was a kid. And then I volunteered at a vet, and then I was like, no, this isn't for me. It's weird to see an animal under anesthesia. They look lifeless. And then you're like digging around in their guts, and then they wake up and they're in so much pain.
Did
and you see all that.
Did any of those vets ever sexually assault those animals under euthanasia?
No, that would be, I mean, if you...
that would turn me off from being a vet.
If you include, like, they tied off their balls and snipped them off, like, I don't know what you're into, but,
do you think they gave him a little tickle before? They're like, see you later, buddy.
Oh, my God. That would be...
Or a little kiss. Nobody ever knows.
I would say so, yes. I guarantee you. There's one strange...
what?
I steered away from that. I got pregnant my senior year of high school, so that kind of deterred things. Thanks. And then so like after that, I was like, okay, so what can you go to school for and still be like interested in? I hate school, so like it's kind of gonna take a lot to go, you know. So I was like, okay, I want to maybe look into like embalmings, like that side of mortuary science, but you have to like work your way up the ladder. And I don't grieve very well. So, like, to grieve with another family and that kind of thing, I was like, no, let's not do that. So, it kind of just, like, incorporated itself, like animals, dead things. You can make money off of it. So
you didn't have to go to school to do this?
No.
You kind of just...
At first, it was, it's $15 more now, but, like, it was, like, $15, and I sent a letter, or what, not even a letter, it was a check to the DNR, and now I'm on the taxidermy license. Certified taxidermist. I'm on the list. Someone called me one time, and they were like, hey, do you do deer? Because a lot of people around here do deer.
Yeah.
That's like and that's a money maker, I will say that, but like,
you don't
so
do deer?
Different. No, I don't know how. Oh. I kind of know the process, but like, I couldn't. He probably was, because I even asked him, like, if I gave you a low offer, would you let me work on the deer? And he never got back to me. So
yeah, this lady doesn't know what the fuck she's doing.
No, he probably looked at my website after I gave it to him. He's like, "Oh, a chicken with his finger flipping you off." Like, no, we're not gonna.
Come on, Barry. Let's go somewhere else. This
it was like his daughter's first kill or whatever of like this buck, and I was like, probably just insulted them.
So the Connor's question. So nobody in your family does it.
Nope.
So then. How did you find out that you were good at it?
When I was good at it?
Yeah, how did you find out that this was something you are good at? Was it a lot of trial and error?
I don't know. I guess, yeah, things are trial and error. So, like,
yeah, we got a bunch of shit back
here. This was there's the bottom feet somewhere. These are the bottom feet. The hands are somewhere else. Let's just say that.
I might not be able to see it.
Sorry. But that, so I made a really, really shitty possum one time. It was a baby one. It got blasted from, someone gave it to me from, they shot it from their chicken coop.
Okay.
And so they were like, here's a dead possum. And I stitched it up as well as I could. And it was this cute little possum. It was actually a diorama of like a stoner possum for a long time. But it was so shitty, had holes in it and everything. So I just like ripped off its feet and hands. And it became that.
Do you have a lot of people just bringing dead animals to your house and just like...
Kind of, yeah. Like people, if they...
Get a bag?
One time some stranger dropped off, like a baby turtle, I think it was. So there was that. I definitely have like, just through connections, like if a farmer, someone through, what was it? North Carolina, they sent me those in the mail. And their feet.
Wow, so you got people sending you stuff from all over.
Yeah,
who know
like
about you.
This iguana. Well, I reach out to them, but the iguanas, and the iguana foot, that came from like South Georgia, South Florida. I'm a part of these oddity marketplaces online, and like they just have an array of things that you can find, buy, things that are already made, like what I do. raw things. You can find like people selling, like raw fox skulls, and then you would like have them shipped to you, and then you like. So I have these cleaner beetle bugs, and it's a tank full of like.
Try to say that 5 times fast, Connor.
Cleaner beetle bugs.
Cleaner beetle bugs. Cleaner beetle bugs. Cleaner beetle bugs. Cleaner beetle bugs.
That was 4.
Cleaner beetle bugs.
They sit in a tank. They reproduce in styrofoam. Is it? Yeah, styrofoam. And they're easy to take care of, but they eat the dead flesh off of bones. So there's
gross.
that. Yeah, it is really gross. It smells like ass in my office. So like. Most people mention that. I'm used to it, but like it's just.
Well, I'm glad.
You know, candles.
We
and
thought you were
shit.
gonna have an issue with how it smelled in here today. So.
Yeah. Does it stink in here to you?
No. Nope, we're good.
Just checking.
We're good.
What makes a good taxidermist? So you say, you got shitty animals and stuff. What makes you a good taxidermist? You got
so
good.
in my opinion, what I say I'm mediocre in general because like I can, like. This, for example, I mean, this isn't totally properly done, probably.
But it's still fucking... That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, almost.
It's pretty cute. Like I said, the other one, his little brother or sister, whatever it is playing poker. I should have fucking brought one of them.
The
like,
poker.
Yeah,
poker
like my poker diorama. I'll have to send you a picture of it or something.
Yeah, we would probably post it.
Slap it in there.
Yeah,
for sure.
But, like, I just...
Have you ever seen
can
anybody...
stomach it, I guess?
You got anybody that, you know who taxidermies? I don't know how to say it, but...
No,
But you think they're shitty? You ever seen some shitty work?
I don't personally know anyone else besides one dude, and it's vaguely, like, he lives out in Greentown, he does deer, like, he's won world titles for it.
So he fucking sucks.
Yeah,
This
he
guy
sucks ass.
There's world titles in this field?
Yeah, there's like all kinds. There's competitions.
You get a belt.
What
like
makes
John
a
Cena?
good taxidermist is something like there's either. I mean, you can specialize in whatever you want to specialize. It's just oddity art is what I call it.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. I'm listed as a taxidermist. I do taxidermy. Taxidermy is basically you can work on an animal for another person. Is like the definition that it falls under. Technically, I need like a special salvage permit. I need to renew that.
It's up to date.
It's up to date.
It's up to date. Yes.
She doesn't need it.
I need to renew it,
she
but
forgot.
like, it allows you to pick up the dead animals in general. So like birds that are protected, and there's only like 5 unprotected birds in Indiana. I said that right. Only 5 little measly birds. But you can't do work on birds unless you have a certain permit, like a federal permit, and then you also have to donate them for it's like an educational purpose. Mm-hmm. So like the Kirkendall Nature Center or any museum. There's a museum in Peru I could donate them to, but then they themselves have to have a certain permit as well. So there's a lot of permits that I try to at least know and follow. For example, like this cat fur right here, that I can't sell. That I have as like feral. I mean, they were roadkill cats, but that's what I offer.
Make a bikini
for people.
Yeah.
You want to see how large this one? This is just its back, dude.
Yeah, just the back.
Just the back from its...
No tail?
It's from its neck down to its tail.
Has anyone ever asked you to make them clothes out of their, like, something like that?
No.
Could you imagine? Would you do
that would be so weird. But that's a pretty large cat, I would say.
It's a fat fucking pussy right there.
But it's not including, like, its belly or anything either. So
yeah,
like,
that's
just its back.
That's a giant pussy.
I guess if you fold it in.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Kitty.
But yeah, I did this for someone that their cat got ran over on accident, and they wanted.
So that's their cat?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they wanted.
I was about to say, why do you have this person's cat still?
No. So I can perform taxidermy services on a cat, but I cannot like do this and sell this. Like I can't just raise cats and sell cats.
So this comes up to one of my biggest questions. So you can't do that. Could you, if somebody asked you, hey, My grandma's dying. I need somebody to fucking stuff her.
That's a
Stuff her
whole
like my
nother,
grandpa did.
Whole nother field.
That's not even a thing.
Yeah,
It's not a
could
thing.
you do it?
I don't know.
No,
I'm
because
pretty
there's
sure.
like the body deteriorate. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
explain
human
it.
leather. I know that there's like human leather, and people can preserve people's tattoos a certain way, but like people deteriorate weird.
Right, but you've seen those
We're
people
weird.
I've seen
doing
a couple
people like
stuffed human bodies.
sitting up on some like
I mean, you
motorcycles
can
for their.
mummify people.
So why can't you stuff them?
There's laws.
Right, but what if those laws?
Excluding the laws. What if they didn't exist?
What if they didn't
Oh,
exist?
I wouldn't do it personally.
You wouldn't?
No.
But what if just like somebody you love so much and you're like,
No, I wouldn't even like taxidermy my own cat.
Is it because of the grieving? and
Yes.
stuff?
Like
Okay.
why would you want to rip apart something? I don't know. Like I thought about it the other day actually. Like cuz I have this white cat and she's like been my life cat basically for
Right.
years now. And so like I thought about it. I'm like what would I do? You know, and I can offer cremation services. That's another thing.
You have a crematory room?
I'm gonna build a bigger furnace, basically. Me and my boyfriend, he's welds, so like he's gonna help me. We gotta find the right materials and whatnot.
So you just burn them in a campfire right now?
In a way, I mean,
I didn't know.
with gases.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Also, if you
brutal.
guys hear any dogs in the background, sorry.
Yeah.
We're in a new spot for
Yeah,
now.
for right now, honestly. So you had an emo phase back in high school.
God, why would you?
Did that have anything to do with becoming a taxidermist?
Probably not.
No.
No.
I was just really doing a deep dive on you. So were you did you listen to Bullet for My Valentine?
No.
Green Day.
Green Day.
Green
yeah.
Day? Okay. Now why did you just see an emo person one day? How do you become
I
dressing
don't,
like
you know,
you're emo?
I had an
Just like
emo
the
phase,
style?
but I was like the emo people are like, oh, okay,
Stay
like
the fuck
that
away from
weirdo.
her.
Yeah, kind of.
Gotcha.
I wasn't just the raw emo, like, I don't know.
Yo.
I just dressed a certain way and was depressed, so I don't fucking know. Like,
Well,
You
yeah.
have a reason to become an emo, I guess.
yes, I mean, that's the authentic emo, right? Like,
You weren't faking it.
no.
So you went to Western.
Yes.
Now, there was a girl who was,
Oh, yes.
killing animals from Western.
Did you hear about this?
Did you ever hear about that?
From Western?
Yeah.
I thought it was just from Kokomo in
No,
general. Like
she was a
Kokomo.
Western student.
Yes, I went to school with this young lady.
Yeah, so you hear the story, right?
I've heard. Okay, so like I was working at Mary Maids in Indianapolis at the time, and they heard about the story as well, and they were like, "I hope that's not Katelyn." I'm like, "It's not me, guys."
I would never.
No, like I mean, I've got like a kitten in a jar, and those were stillborn kittens. So
Oh, okay. So
what
yeah.
else? I mean, you would just put them in the ground or
Now,
do something else with them. I don't
did
know,
that
like-
did that particular person ever reach out to you to stuff some animals for her?
No, like
No.
no, like
think
I don't
she
even
was-
know about this. I never even really looked up the article about it.
Don't even know her name. I just
No.
remember it.
I
don't
know
even
her
know
name.
her name.
You want to know her name?
What's her
Crystal
name?
Scott. You piece of shit.
Crystal Scott fucking murdering
What?
animals like that.
So she was just like getting animals from like these free kittens or free dog and like
Mhm.
killing them.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. She got.
Yeah,
can't
no. I
remember-
usually put a little sign right here on my table that says it's ethically sourced, so it's like accidental or natural death.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's not like I'm
Not this
going
crazy
out
bitch.
Not this. Yeah.
killing animals.
I couldn't imagine.
I
Now,
remember.
You know, I do have to bring myself to kill my chickens, though.
yeah, I seen that. So what's the deal with fucking chicken eyes? What is the
People really wanted them, and
what's the uproar about chicken eyes?
I posted them on this oddities marketplace, and like overnight, I had like 15 messages of like, "Can I have a chicken eye? Can I have a chicken eye?" Like, yes.
Is there like
Please.
your praying mantis there? Is it like there's like
It's-
some meaning behind a chicken eye?
No, I don't think so. But they're about this size of jar.
What's the most
Like-
wanted animal, like, taxidermy type? I don't know the best way to
From
word
me
that.
specifically, or just in general, what I see.
What people would want, you know?
What
Like,
about this? How about
there's an array of what people
How about
want.
I simplify?
I
What's
mean-
your most sold item that you do sell?
Oh my god, it varies so much. It really I think it comes down to price for a lot of people.
Right.
Like these would only be like $25, but this would be like $200. Like this actually is on sale for like $100, but it's usually $140.
Okay, explain the prices. So people, probably some guy like me, never really seen anything like that.
Just be honest, like it's easy money. It's just finding your market is the hardest part.
So,
like it's like you have to find that person that really wants a chicken foot in a jar to flip you off every day on your shelf.
Gotcha. So it's not like as expensive to do. It's more.
No, it is expensive. I will say that. I dropped some money on some fucking glass, and I'm already out of supplies for stained glass, and that's a bummer. But I like have materials for all kinds of shit. Like if you saw my office, like it's kind of just an array of stuff, the craft stuff. It's like there's stuff that I could do leather work, and then I incorporate like leather work. I started with very, very simple shit, dude. There was, and it's not even here, so like it's in my stuff, but like I started with painting lighters. Can I get up?
Painting lighters? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because we're gonna we're gonna so like these things, those things is what I started with, and then
okay,
this little cat's hat. Oh, it's a lighter holder.
Jesus, fuck.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You can come back.
I really thought it was a cat's hat.
I don't know where my other thing is. So basically that, and then I started painting lighters when I was like 15, 16 years old.
So
I was bored at my dad's, and like just started doing something, and then I was like, I would market them like, hey, don't lose your lighter, you know, like this, I can paint you a lighter.
Yeah. Now, so this is a form of art. So you kind of just we're climbing the ladder of things.
Yeah,
right?
It's just like I'm ADHD as fuck, so like you just get into one thing after another, but like you kind of build upon. Is this the longest you stayed in
on something, or are you always searching for something new?
I would say like more recently I kind of tried to incorporate like leather and stained glass, because those are two just big interests of mine. Just in a sense, like to make lighter cases or like keychains. Like this right here, I guess, is something that's leather.
Leather.
Yeah.
Pleather.
But leather, you can also like get.
What's the difference between pleather and leather?
Do you know?
I don't know. I know there's like faux leather, which is fake leather. Do you think
that
there's like real leather and faux leather?
The more you get into leather, you think anybody's gonna come to you for leather whips?
I don't know. I've had people ask me like if I could sex toys? I made like a little sheath for my gun, so that was kind of cool.
I seen that. And then what about like a leather? Could you make me a leather gimp mask?
Probably. It would be kind of expensive. Leather's just in general an expensive thing to work with.
Could you make me a mask out of just skin?
What skin?
Human skin.
I mean, I can't work with human skin. I could actually get you some if you were willing to pay the prices.
This lady can find you skin.
People like sell human leather. I see it all the fucking time.
Human leather? Like what?
Yeah, I don't know where they get it from or who it's from or
why
they have it.
Ed Gein?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre over here? Jesus. Are we sitting
You're the one asking.
Are we sitting amongst a future serial killer?
No, man, you're the one asking though. You're like,
I'm just wondering.
Can I have this mask and
wasn't me.
Human leather.
Wasn't me.
Rewind the tape.
Rewind it. Alright, go ahead. She asked me, hey, do you want a skin-looking gimp mask?
Mm-hmm.
Now, because, I mean, like, for example, serial killers, they start out with this kind of stuff.
How do you know that?
Like,
no, it's more.
What do you mean?
No. They don't, like, blast it on the internet like, hey, I do this. It's more of, like, a psychological, like, I'm going to kill a cat when I'm a kid and not say anything for 15 years.
Fucking
and then it's
killer.
like, this resurfaces
hey, listen, when Katelyn gets caught for mass murder of a bunch of people, just know we had it on the podcast. Serial killer.
Yeah,
guys would be rich, dude.
Dude, I guarantee we'd be like, we'd have the only interview probably. Have you done any other interviews?
No. Someone asked me
Damn.
to do an interview, but...
Well, I'm glad you said yes to us, because this is actually very fun.
Cool.
So, you ever had anybody, like... So, you've never actually done, like, an actual, like... big animal that stands on all fours and stuff?
I have done a coyote that my pig ripped the tail off of.
Okay, so this question, have you ever had anybody ask you to make a taxidermized fuck doll out of an animal?
What was that? Taxidermized?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the proper word.
No, it's not. No, the proper way to say it is like, and it's...
Taxi?
No, it's really odd. Like, I mounted that parakeet.
Okay, hang on. Have you ever had anyone ask you to mount and make a fuck doll out of an animal for them?
No, I've had people want to make like pipes and stuff, or
You
like
got a bone?
put a bong in a head or something.
Well, that's pretty fucking wild. How many have you done of those?
None.
None? You just
People
like...
don't want to pay the price of a customized anything, let alone some of the like. And my stuff is reasonably priced. I will say that.
So is this your job? This is what you do?
Yeah.
You work from home?
Yeah, I guess.
Or do you have an occupation you go to, 9 to 5?
I don't, no.
So it's just you. Oh,
Yeah.
what are you so...
There's a lot of thoughts behind that. Working for yourself is hard.
Sure it is, because you're working 24/7.
Kinda, yeah.
You've kind of, done it.
I do
You've
cleaning
kinda made it a
too.
little bit.
I do maid cleaning, I guess.
Yes, she does cleaning.
But I do
forgot.
it for myself now. It's not for a
You just
company.
clean for yourself?
I kind of want to go back to Mary Maids, but shout out to Mary Maids.
Shout out to Mary
So
Maids.
you don't have anybody helping you with these things? Like,
No.
no, just you?
No, I had someone that wanted to, they described it as apprenticing, but like, I guess my price for, so I basically made a list of like, what specimens they would get out of it, what tools they would get out of it, and like what kind of we could do and like what I could teach them.
Yeah.
But it was too much for them. But either way, they came over. They drove from like Fort Wayne. They I don't think they hit it. They found it. It was a red fox, and they wanted to preserve the hide and tan the hide. And technically, I work with real small animals, so like the laundry detergent called borax. Does anyone know about this?
I know borax.
Okay, so you can use that. So like when you're skinning an animal, right? You like take off the skin, and here's the skin, and here's the fleshy side of the skin.
Yeah.
You just rub that into it, basically. And it will preserve the skin that way.
So you can do that with humans.
There's a tanning solution that a lot of people use. Like this, for example, is a mummified item. Same with, nope, these were mounted, but the hands were mummified, I guess.
So how long does one piece usually take? Well, obviously
It varies.
on...
Like this one was super simple. I got it in the mail, and then I've got like, my cousin comes in. So like I bought a house back in last March, and it went from doing this in my basement like a fucking weirdo to now I have a barn.
Serial killer.
It was like it was sometimes, it wouldn't have expanded to what it is now if I hadn't have moved, I will say that. But like, for example, this was just, I got it in the mail. I took these, the syringes with formalin, the preservative, just like injected it into certain like fleshy tissue parts and plucked it in a jar. And, this one is now an alcohol solution, but it sits in formalin. No. A lot of them need, so like I'm kind of bad about.
Do you ever have to do water changes or whatever?
It's alcohol changes. Like these up here need it, and that one. The temperature changes, so sometimes when I go to shows,
you have to change.
Yeah, every so often
okay.
you have to change the fluid because it does get dingy or whatever.
I had no clue.
But like I go to shows sometimes, and then like you leave it in your car overnight, and it's fucking cold, and I'm like, kind of, I don't think about it.
It's like leaving a battery.
You get home at like 1 a.m. from a show, and then you're like, yeah, you just kind of leave it in there, and you're not supposed to have drastic temperature changes of wet specimens, so they can either ruin the specimen itself or just like make the.
So what out of all of them was your longest job?
I don't know, probably the coyote, but like.
What makes that one so difficult compared to?
Oh my god, it's like you feel like you've worked out and like lifted weights for like 2 hours.
So maybe almost like sawing somebody in half.
Okay, so like when you're skinning the animal, basically you like, for me, I get down to the paws. This one I did not do, but
You didn't go to the Arctic?
This is the Arctic fox paw, but like they took it all down. This would have been the fox paw pad right here.
Okay.
I like to mummify like this down on the paw.
Gotcha.
And do shit with that, I guess.
What kind of shit?
I guess just position it. Like, its paws are like this. And then I'm not the best at ears. Because a lot of so possum ears are really, like, paper thin. So, like,
Possums,
it's kind of difficult to, like, not get wavy ears.
My stepbrother shot a possum outside one day, and I was very sad. He shot it, and I was like, man, that motherfucker was probably out.
One. You know, when my
he had
kids
his briefcase
are,
with him, too, so I think he was just coming home from work.
When my kids are, like, sometimes when they're either supposed to be in bed and they're like, they come out to the barn or whatever.
What do your kids think about that?
Yeah, so like.
That's a good question.
My 3-year-old, he has just kind of learned from my oldest. My oldest is just kind of like, I wouldn't say just sat there and watched me skin an animal, but like, so like when you walk in my barn, I have a middle office area, and they usually chill in there. And then there's like a window, and obviously the door, like we can communicate, you know, just sitting there. And I've got my side where I do my taxidermy, and then the rest of the barn. So I'm like, you know, sometimes when I have an animal or like a specific job, like I have to, you know, kind of stay up late and do these things, you know, and it takes an hour to skin the animal. And then sometimes you can either leave the animal overnight and work on it again in the morning, or you just have to kind of, like with a rat, kind of just go all the way through and finish it, mount it, get it where you want it so it can start drying, and then you can, you know, tweak it the next day. My son, he's 3, and he says it's like fixing them. We fix the animals.
Okay. So you haven't explained the death.
It's weird. Like, my children know death, like what death is. My grandpa died back about a year ago or so.
R.I.P. Grandpa.
Yeah, like it's a weird concept for them, but like
I think they'll understand it a lot more though than.
It is funny because when we passed roadkill, my daughter's like, "Hey, Mom, there was an animal back there," and I was like, "I know."
You gotta fucking pick it up. Come on.
You got an extra set of eyes.
Because sometimes I really do. I'll stop and you're in the
Mom.
car, and like if there's a squirrel that just got hit on the road, I will literally like turn my car around and go park at the nearest driveway or whatever, and like get my bag and, you know, get a glove.
They gotta make a taxidermy CB radio. Hey, there's a fucking fox down over here, and I'm
Dude,
69.
people hit me up. My friends will hit me up and be like, "Hey, there's a dead possum on so and so road, or a cat, or a squirrel, or yeah."
Never a dog.
There was one time a dog, but like I didn't go pick it up.
Okay. So no dogs ever.
No dog.
So you're a jack of all trades.
I would love a bulldog skull though. If you know
bulldog skull?
Yeah, they're like that.
Maybe get into contact with some dog fighters.
They're funky little faces.
They might have some dog fighters. They might have some. I don't know anybody.
I feel like bulldogs are not the fighting type.
There's dogs they throw in to get the other dog ready. So
I guess
little
maybe.
bitch dog. So you do stained glass, leather work. You're an artist.
Yes.
Taxidermist.
Artist is an umbrella term.
And she's a fucking cleans houses and stuff.
Yes.
Which of these do you find most enjoyable? Which one do you do?
It's give and take, though.
Take.
That's where when you asked me, there was a lot of emotion behind. Do you work for yourself? Like, yes, but it's like there's sometimes you're like.
It's not enjoyable.
It's not necessarily enjoyable in a sense of like you second guess yourself all the time.
Is it more stressful working for yourself?
In a sense, because
you don't
have
have
to market
that check.
yourself. If you're not putting in the work, you're not going to get paid.
Right.
So like,
you put in the fucking work. It seems.
Yes, but then it comes down to finding a market. My market is really hard to find.
Yeah, no shit.
There's
Who wants?
Yeah.
You know,
No
I mean,
shit.
honestly, I see these things. I'm like, oh yeah, I'd love to
That's
have a
why I
little birdie.
incorporate like stained glass or like
Yeah.
like little keychains and stuff.
Well, you must have gotten paid out the wazoo for all the churches.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
which one takes the most skill?
It takes skill for all of it. I mean, in what sense? Like learning, like what?
I guess
what's the
maybe
learn,
hardest to
or-
learn. Yeah.
Stained glass by far has been the hardest. Like, so I took like a wood burner and basically it got hot enough to melt the solder. So like I kind of dappled around with like soldering together bones or just different things for pendants. I would like.
I see people who sell their teeth online. You ever thought about getting into that?
If I was like a dentist, I would totally be that weirdo.
Yeah, there's people who buy teeth online.
Like I would actually like. I don't
Like a
know.
teeth
Like I'm gonna
necklace.
give my kid her teeth back at some point in her life. It's in a little jar so far.
Right, but maybe
You know.
you'll be like, ooh.
I wonder what happens
Somebody-
to our teeth, you know?
Somebody asked mommy to make him a $500 chain of teeth, so baby's
I mean-
not getting her fucking teeth back.
No, those are too small. You would have to find adult human teeth.
Yeah,
if that's
which
what they're
is-
requesting, like you can find all kinds of teeth. Deer teeth are crazy as shit, dude.
Deer teeth? You ever gotten attacked by a deer?
No, but have you ever seen a mole?
No.
Oh my god, they're like. I mean, if you want to look at the one in the jar, look at its teeth. Like they're sharp. They're really sharp.
I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, it's okay.
I can't see. I don't know where.
It's okay.
I don't know what the fuck a mole is.
Yeah.
TBH.
You know what a mole is?
A
A
mole?
ground mole?
Like a groundhog?
No. Those are two
Motherfucker,
totally different
he
things.
called more winter than spring this year, son of a bitch.
It's every year, dude.
Now,
Every year.
so back to just touching on the kids. Ew, that sounded weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say that.
Who's a pedophile now?
Oh,
Go on.
no. I done myself in. Would you ever want them to be a taxidermist? Do you think they're into it?
I was talking to a friend about that one time, and I don't know at what age, if they had a genuine interest to ask me, like, hey, can I do something?
Did they show
It
any?
would-
Your oldest, he showed anything?
No,
right
she
now?
doesn't show.
She.
So, she is the epitome of, when you have a kid and they get older, you're like, this is the best and worst sides of me in a little person. And she definitely does not get the concept yet of like, so we go to these art shows and she has sold her own art to people. And I encourage this, and obviously, and she wants to do this. And, you know, I think it's a very practical skill, like to have to go and try to market yourself. Like I want her to be able to go, you know, around this crowd of people and just be like, hey, you want to come buy my art? You
Yeah.
know, like I don't do that. I just stand there and be like, hey,
Nice and social.
this is my stuff. Like,
You want to buy it?
yeah,
Jesus, bad
and
babe.
but
Yeah.
she can be very shy, so I encourage that side of it, of course. But she hasn't. She doesn't understand. Like sometimes she doesn't want to work on her art, and I encourage like, hey, let's work on art, like before bedtime or something, like an hour with no electronics or something, and she doesn't want to. And then I'm like trying to
learn that
instill the
TikTok.
concept of like, hey, if you don't do it, you're not gonna have it. Because then showtime comes, and then she's like, can I sell my art? I'm like,
Well, you got
what
it.
art?
You
You
have
got
What
it.
art do you have? Like, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to say a dick about it, but kind of like, what, Ember, what art do you have? Like,
I got this
nothing.
fucking stick drawing.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I can draw
you
on the
can
way.
try. Yeah, exactly.
I can
I'm
draw
like-
one. I can do.
Come on, we've got all the art supplies in the world right now. Like, come on.
Like, yeah, well, I mean,
Some of it is hard, like
Kids
she
don't
wants to
wanna
learn
listen.
sewing or like crochet or something harder like that. But like when it comes to like if she were like, hey, can I make a rat doll or something? Like I feel like
a fucking rat doll.
I don't know what age to
Maybe we need to get her.
let
daughter
her like put on gloves and with my help, but like cut open a rat and skin the rat and like to do these things that I just nonchalantly do.
I think.
It'd be funny seeing like a little tiny scientist in there.
Yeah, I mean.
I mean,
True
it's
that.
like my kids are not going to be the four.
Scale.
Yeah.
So like my boyfriend, he made a knife when he was like 14 years old or so.
I made a shitty ladder once.
Okay, how old were you?
17, maybe.
Yeah.
16.
You know what? My kids, I'm sorry, but they're not going to be that adventurous.
No.
I guarantee, like, I don't know what it is in their life, but they don't like venture out to try new things very often.
Do you venture out to try new things?
All the time.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's like, Mom, that ain't my fucking style.
I mean, I tried
But it's the world we live in now.
for a couple years now, and that's kind of cool. And
the
I
world
skate with
of-
my dog now. So.
There you go. Now you gotta learn how to ollie and kickflip. That's just
I
the
know
rules.
a Casper flip.
Okay, but are your feet on the ground at any point in that?
I don't know. Yes.
Okay. Ain't a real trick. Just saying. I'm a skateboarder. Been a skateboarder almost 15 years. I do a trick when I
maybe
fucking
like
hear
two,
one. Yeah.
kind of. Mine is more of like have you ever skated with a dog pulling you?
Yeah,
It's terrifying.
Yeah,
isn't
no,
it?
it's fucking great.
It
I loved
is. It's terrifying and great all at the same time. But
Because
the
my
second that
little-
dog pulls you as a jerk, like you're
My little baby,
Kinda
my
go
little baby Mikey,
flying.
I'd be living here and I'd have my little cruiser board and I'd say, "We're going to walk." He'd be like, "Fuck yeah, I do." He didn't talk, but he was like pulling me out the door. I couldn't even get the fucking door open, and then I'd jump on, he'd fucking pull me, and I'd be like, I'd see him getting a little tired, and I'd be like, "Come on, baby, come on, Mikey, come on, let's go," and he'd be,
yeah.
he'd be even
I know,
faster.
sprints. It's
And
crazy.
we're gonna take a little commercial break here for our sponsor.
You have a sponsor?
Do you have trouble getting a boner?
I didn't know.
Oh.
Well, put some pit vipers on, you fucking pussy. You'll be able to fuck your wife on a balcony in Florida and look at the sun for at least 10 minutes straight, not including the 2 minutes it takes you to finish in your wife. So go stop at pitviper.com to get bricked up instantly. Thank you, Pit Viper.
I'm gonna check real quick.
That's your sponsor? For real?
Yeah.
Viper? That's cool.
Yeah. It's nice. We're still good?
Yep.
Cool.
Alright, you can figure that out. And
What
then,
we're gonna figure out.
How many questions have you
We're
guys
gonna
even
have to-
asked?
we're gonna
Like,
Oh, I still got a couple more.
yeah, I
to go.
still got, and then we have some fan questions. But you'll just have to go back and, like,
these are
shrink
your
some of
own
those.
questions. Okay.
Right. Donut time.
God damn it.
She finally gets to figure out what this donut is. I've been asking her all kinds of questions about a donut. What kind of donut she likes. And she gave me one. I had Connor go last night at 1 a.m. to get a Dan's donut.
I want you to know, I had to stand for an hour. Well, I didn't stand for an hour. There was a line literally out the door, and it was 18 degrees. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, I
What
don't
is
know. I
wrong
mean, Dan's
with
are
you?
good.
I mean, you're
Dude, I'm not standing out in the cold
trying to
for a
make
fucking
me
donut.
endure something.
Yeah,
you
this
really
is-
did though.
So,
Well-
Connor, get out that fucking stopwatch.
Oh my god, what is this?
We are going to see how fast you can eat this donut off the string.
No. Oh my god.
Time starts when you
With
start.
my hands or just my mouth?
Just your mouth.
Fuck you guys.
Start the time.
It's going.
What the
It's
fuck?
going.
I should have tied this different. Why did I not? This
That's
is
a good
not
bite.
gonna work. No, it's not.
Oh, it's going to work.
Oh my god.
Get after it.
You can't bite the fucking thing.
Open your mouth more.
Oh my god.
You're at 20 seconds.
This is
How
not
long do I
fast.
have?
As
long
long
as
as
it
it
takes.
takes.
No.
As long as it takes.
We're not doing this,
Okay,
guys.
maybe you use one hand. I'll give you one hand. Oh, there we go. See, you're figuring it out.
That's a good one.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Yeah, now she's onto something here.
Fucking retarded. This is the silliest thing I've ever been asked to do
This
in
is
my
a good
entire
segment.
life. If I get one hand,
Well,
that's like...
don't use a hand now.
Yeah, I don't think hands should be allowed.
No, yeah, you're on a good roll here on the
You
other
are.
end.
That was a great bite.
That was an even better bite. Yeah,
No.
dude, she's fucking
What if I don't
killing
want
this.
a whole donut?
Well, then
Did you ever ask me?
You can stop.
I don't know. Yeah, you can stop when you want. I guess
When you're full.
When you're full.
I don't care. You're the one that makes me...
We can get a glass of milk.
Oh my gosh. My sister hates milk, and I like send her pictures of milk. God damn it.
This is the most challenging thing you've probably done in your life.
I doubt it.
No,
I've had
maybe,
2 kids, dude.
maybe it's up there. I'd say eating a donut off the string is harder than having a kid.
This is stupid.
You're making some good time.
You are.
I would say.
Okay. Well. Do I really have to finish the
You don't
whole
have
fucking
to if
thing?
you don't want to. You can
I
talk
don't
all
really
the time.
want to.
That's time. Let's see. How long was it?
156 for about. How much did you
156
say?
for about a third of the donut.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Not bad.
I'll just triple that.
Now I can't wait to compare all the future guests. Donuts
I know. I'll have
times.
to-
This is gonna be great.
Yeah, you didn't. You
It's
didn't.
gonna be real great.
You know, also, I'm gonna give it to you. That was a pretty hard donut to eat on a street.
Am I the first person to have to do this?
Yes.
Fuck you guys.
It was a good segment, I thought.
Yeah,
It was pretty fun.
Let's
You were
try it
having a
out.
good time,
I
right?
want to see AJ do this.
Oh, well, he's coming back in
okay,
March, so
we'll do that.
we'll have
We'll
AJ eat
figure
the
it out.
fucking dog nut. But I think I feel like maybe sometime you should come back on because I think a donut with a hole in the middle might be a little easier.
A little bit.
I apologize. They only have Long Johns left. We don't
Yeah.
talk about it.
It's
you know?
okay.
Yeah, because I went to extensive research on what kind of donut she liked. Trust me. I was.
But I don't think the glazed chocolate glaze even have a hole in it, do they?
They do.
Do they?
Yeah. Chocolate glazed donut. Yes, they do have a hole. That's
Oh,
my
okay.
favorite donut.
Okay, yeah. No, I don't like that. I don't like them
You guys
donuts.
are something else.
So
What did I sign up for?
you signed up for eating a donut on camera.
Donut time, you know?
So do you wash your legs in the shower or just let the soap and water run down them?
I washed them?
You wash them? There's a
My
lot of...
legs?
Yeah, do you
My
take
own
both
legs.
hands?
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Well, for about, all of high school, I just let the fucking soap run down my legs.
Dude, I still do that. Am I doing it wrong?
Well, there's a big,
I don't know. Like, I went to nail school, right? And, like, I didn't finish because fuck that shit. And, you exfoliate. You have to exfoliate things.
My legs seem pretty clean
Like, your
still.
skin. I learned about skin.
Now, say I get some, I'm out working package car driving, and my legs get dirty, I will wash my hands, but if they ain't looking too bad...
Exactly.
Yeah, like the other day, like, I was painting a wall, and, like, I had shorts on, and I just kind of wiped paint on my legs. You know?
See, I would
Right.
clean that off.
Yeah, but, that's the thing.
But it looks good.
I think I just started really washing my legs like that when I got my house, so only 2 years ago. But I would wash them with my hands and
Where
stuff.
did this, like, what moment did you come up with this question? What were you doing?
I think I was washing my legs in the shower.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
I feel like a lot of people just let it run down
I just
their
had to
legs.
know if, like, you were doing something else and that came to
Maybe
mind.
maybe I'm the minority in this.
Maybe. Because, yeah.
Dirty?
It seems like a lot of people maybe... What do you guys do? Comment. Do you wash your legs with your hands or you just let the soap run down?
I mean, I wash it with a wash rag.
See,
Or some
I
people
didn't
use
use
a loofah.
I don't even use a loofah. I use my fucking bare hands.
But I feel like
You know, a lot of men do that.
yeah,
Let's just be
I
honest.
feel like females
Men are
are
men.
more
Men are men.
cleanliness.
Men don't know things.
Now
sometimes.
of course, we can't ask you how big your dick is. So, how big would you want your penis to be if you were a man? We are the average sized brothers, so we always ask all the
I don't
male
know.
guests how big their dicks are.
What if, like, can I have a dick like animals have a dick?
You want
Did
an
you
animal dick?
Why not?
I mean, hey,
A
that's...
pig's dick is like a corkscrew.
Yeah,
So you want a corkscrew
Can you
cock?
do that?
little.
Or a
It's funny how many
Little bit,
times
right?
people actually know that. Yes.
or a duck dick. They're pretty...
Never seen duck dick.
I've seen a duck dick. Never seen a duck dick?
No.
Yeah, so you'd want an animal cock.
Or I don't know, raccoons and minks and like things like that have the balcom. Is that how you say it? I don't know how to say it.
Are you saying you want an animal cock in a human body, or...
I don't know. You're asking a female what kind of cock they want, so
Right, if you were a man.
I'm just being creative.
Yeah, you
That is a creative answer.
customize the cock.
Like in GTA.
Yeah, bro.
Customized cock. You can start chopping people's dicks off and putting animal cocks on if they want.
It's genius.
Now
Say
that...
the testicles a thing, so
Yeah, where's the... Yeah, there they are. She did this little guy. He's got a
It
nice
was
set of
just so
plums on him.
funny.
Those are pretty good. Connor, about the
Like
size of yours?
Cow.
Oh yeah, let's say so.
Cow
Yeah, look, even the little, you can see the little hairs. This is a
They're
nut
not selling
sack.
things for like $25. No
Really?
one- yeah, no one wants the balls.
No one wants the balls?
What do they
Yeah.
want? The shaft?
I don't fucking know. It's just a funny little thing.
Oh, okay.
I just stuck balls in the jar.
It's a good
And you know,
idea.
it's kind of a thing
Ever
where
put a shaft in a jar?
it's easy money, dude.
Have you put a shaft in the jar though?
No.
Have you put a shaft in a jar?
It's hard because like
Shafts are hard.
it's It comes out of the animal. Like a red rocket.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So you couldn't do a dog. You'd have to like jerk the dog
You would
off.
have to skin it and then find it.
Huh.
I think you'd have to probably jerk the dog off, stab it in the neck, and hold his dick out while
That is
you're...
so brutal.
Yeah. What?
Well, how else are you going to get it out? It'd be easier to do that.
Pick a different
Cut it
animal.
off?
I pick a different animal, I think.
Well, I mean, fuck me.
I wouldn't, yeah, no. Maybe like a, I don't know.
I think... Alright, we're going to move off of murdering and
Cock talk.
cock talk.
Yeah.
But, so... Inch-wise, real quick. Inch-wise on the animal cock, if you have
Oh
one.
my gosh. I don't know.
What are we thinking?
I don't know. 8.
8? That's a good size.
Yeah, right.
Soft?
I guess.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Big old flopping motherfucker. So we're going to get into some fan questions. We had some
Wait,
cool
hold
stuff.
on.
What?
I still got some questions, man.
Well, yeah, we'll come back to ours.
I'm about to say, alright.
Yeah,
I was
we're
making
good.
sure.
Jesus.
I apologize.
So,
I got some good
we
ones.
might have touched on this a little bit, but I'll just ask it. What was the longest taxidermy project you've worked on?
I'm
think it
trying
was
to
the-
think. Well, I mean, the coyote, like, in length of time to work on it, it's kind of hard to... Because sometimes, like, when you're cleaning a bone, it depends on how you clean it, but, like, for example, this little guy took 30 minutes to clean. He's a little iguana skull.
A little iguana skull. You might not be able to see it, but...
It took 30 minutes to clean versus that takes a couple days. But then you have to, like, clean it more after that. You have to degrease the bones and blah, 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 you know.
So what's...
Is
I
it
don't
smaller
know.
one
Like, it's
harder?
it's hard to remember all the projects I've done, honestly.
Right.
Let's just say that.
Well, I mean, all the shit that you do. You do.
It's kind of funny because, like, I was kind of sad. Like, my mink that I have is in Fort Wayne at a consignment shop, and I really would like to, like, you know, set a little mink
That
there.
one chocolate right there. No, right here on your lip.
Oh my gosh.
Other side. Yep. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right, next one. Do you think it'll be a lifelong hobby or career?
Depends on if I don't know.
What does it depend on?
I don't know. I don't know what it depends on. I just
Would you
I
like
just
to
do-
make
okay,
it? Would you
yes.
like to make it a lifelong hobby
yes,
or career?
because like if I don't try to sell the stuff, I just have the stuff, and I hate collecting stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to be a hoarder of
I hate
such
collections.
things.
Like, it sounds weird because I have my inventory, but it comes and goes.
Right.
So, like, I just hate... I'm a maid, and anything that sits on a shelf and collects fucking dust, like, throw it the fuck away.
Right.
Like,
Amen to that.
if it collects dust, I mean, if it has any value to you, obviously not, you know, but...
So
like, I would dust this little bug, you know.
So we actually touched on this just a fucking cunt hair. Is there competitions for taxidermy?
Not around here, I guess.
Not around
Not
here.
for me. Like, I
So
don't...
you've never been in one?
No. Okay, so, like, the competitions that I guess you were asking about earlier, those are more for traditional mounted animals.
Like deer and shit.
Deer, coyote, raccoon, things like that. They have, so, like, there's these taxidermy sites, and they have, like, a full, you know, a shoulder mount of the fucking coyote face and shit.
Right, the little
and
rich
so,
people.
like, well, when you skin them, you can basically drape their skin over this and then pin it to where you need it, and there's eyes and certain things like that, and, I don't know.
If you could make a wearable fur for anybody ever, who would it be? Any famous person? Who would you want to do it for?
Oh, a famous person?
Yeah. If they're like, I'm walking the fucking runway at this red carpet.
Oh,
It's a lot of pressure.
man, I don't know. Someone into it?
Someone
Like-
who's gonna
Like,
pay
so
my
I don't know
bills,
who would even
motherfucker.
ask for it. So, like, I mean, what would they be asking for?
see like
Rabbit
that.
fur
I
or
can
fox
see-
fur or...
Probably like Kanye could. I
Kanye
would see him-
West, yeah.
I don't
see
know.
him.
I don't know how I feel about Kanye. I don't know much about him, so...
Mm,
A little bit of weirdo, you know?
You know, I mean,
he is a little bit weird right now, especially.
I've had someone ask me to make a headdress, but we haven't gotten into detail of making it yet.
Well, get with it, whoever's asking for a headdress. God damn it!
That's my boyfriend's mom.
It's your boy or boyfriend's mom. Get with it.
Be nice.
Please.
Please get with it. Sorry, I didn't know. What are your least favorite projects?
My least favorite are... It's... No offense to the animal owner, but there was a rat that I did recently, and it died of tumors, and it was not like a regular rat. It just, it really wasn't. Like, their skin was just gelatinous underneath.
What the fuck does gelatinous mean?
I'm not
Like
too
Jell-O?
smart.
Oh.
Okay.
Both of you. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that was like the skin underneath. And I had to basically, so like its feet were unsalvageable because it had tumors on its feet. So I had to basically go buy another rat, and they wanted an articulation of its skeleton. And so I, cleaned what I could from the rat itself, and then I had to basically go and cut off the fucking feet and legs of another rat and glue them to the other rat.
Did the person know?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You're
Yes,
like, hey.
I asked him because out of respect, I was like, the feet are unsalvageable.
You know,
and I just wanted him to know, like, because of the way your rat has died, like, and I'm very forward, I try to be respectful about it. Sometimes it's like in a text, so there's no tone.
Right.
But there are very specific questions I have to ask about your pet. When someone brings me their cat, I'm going to have to explain to them. I show them, that, for example, and these people were very specific on what they wanted. They wanted the front paws and the hide. They didn't want, like, the bones, and they wanted the remains back. No, like...
Wow, lots of stuff.
That was... I've never, like... I guess I have a cat in the works of cremating right now. But I cremated the rat the rat hide for that person that wanted the rat skeleton. Because out of respect, I don't know what to do with the rest of it.
Right.
If it's a project like that. So
Sounds just like a lot of tedious little work.
Yeah,
here
like
and there.
when you say longest project, like it could be 6 months to work on a project sometimes.
Right.
It's just the stages of what you have to do to
So
it
maybe
and when. And
this one was your least favorite because maybe you didn't like the person.
no, the person was lovely.
Oh, well, okay,
Yeah,
well, that's good.
like I love the
You ever
person.
come into contact with anybody who's just a real fucking asshole?
I mean, if you call the old ladies that like look at my stuff at a show and they're like, ew, and they turn away, that's like, yeah, I mean, if you call that an asshole.
That's an asshole.
But, I mean, I've never had I've had people like judge at first sight, like, oh, there's a kitten in a jar, you're killing kittens, but if they ask me questions, they kind of know what's up.
You have the sign,
So.
goddammit.
I don't know. I've never had.
ethical.
So I've raised feeder mice and feeder rats for reptile food, and also chickens for meat. And I know this year I have to grow the balls to kill them myself because the people I had kill my chickens. Back to the chicken eyes.
Yeah.
So this motherfucker fucked me out of the chicken eyes. Okay.
Fuck the chicken.
No, like so I sat there for like 3 hours that day. I had a friend over, okay? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I think I had like 3 chickens left. And I was like, man, I gotta kill these chickens.
Oh.
Like, 1, people were asking for eyes. 2, I need the meat. This is what they were, raised to be. And I don't want to fuck with. They're wrecking up my barn. Like, let's just, my kid got shat on
These
the
chickens
head.
need to die.
Yeah, basically, like
Die.
these chickens are just wreaking havoc. So I'm sitting there for like 3 hours, and I'm just like, I can't do it. And so the one person I had do it last time, they were asleep, and the other person that I had that wanted to do it, they were like. It's weird because they want to do it. They were excited to do it. Like, there's people out there that are like, hell yeah, let's go kill some fucking chickens. And that just blows me away.
So you had to kill these chickens?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
But the person that did, they were so malicious about it.
How do they go about it?
So, okay, like, essentially what you should do is, like, the best way to not make a mess, let's just say that, okay? Like, you string up the bird by its feet, you put a trash bag, and you basically just slit the throat, and it drains, and,
Right.
They flop around a little bit, but, go on.
Was this guy getting personal and, like,
He fucking
Strangled it?
took a fucking machete and just whacked it in the fucking head. Like,
Oh my
these skulls
God.
were in half. The eyes were not salvageable. And I was just like, motherfucker.
He did it
And
like that to all of them?
This thing, yes. And one of them, I was like, don't kill him in the barn. Don't kill him in the barn because there's going to be blood everywhere. And there was. And motherfucker, he just wham.
Yeah,
And I was
that
like,
guy's number real quick. You know?
I was
Yeah,
just
you
like,
need to-
I was like almost in shock. I was like, motherfucker, you don't even listen. But he's a great dude. Like, he's got people's backs.
Well, I'm glad he's got people's
Like,
backs.
I've heard some crazy ass stories about this.
Not the
this
chicken.
dude.
Not the chickens.
But I'm pretty salty about my chickens.
I'd be too. Somebody
Yeah.
murdered my chicken like that.
Not properly.
Right.
It was like, I could have made like $120 off the eyes. I mean, at least that on the skulls.
I would have said, hey, you owe me $120.
The heads themselves, like I could have made, double that on a mummified head. So
that's over $800, sir, you owe me. If I do math.
basically,
quickly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's my goddamn lively. So you eat the chickens afterwards?
yeah, fresh chicken is great.
Wow. Not a whole lot of people do that anymore. I mean,
No.
farmers, but...
I don't kill them myself, so I don't feel like I'm a true farmer yet.
Ah, well.
I'm
maybe-
just trying to...
maybe
I
one
live
day.
on East Vale, okay?
Okay, yeah. So
Like,
that-
let's just be real. Like, I was just like, I bought a house, and I was like, fuck, I can get all these animals. You want to know how many animals I had at one point? Because people, like, just gave me their animals. Like, I had a neighbor down the street that's friends with my daughter. Her mom had 3 ducks. So...
Quack, quack.
Let's just go through the list, okay, real
Yeah,
quick.
let me hear
I
all the
had
animals you
1
had.
duck, 5 cats, 2 or 3 rabbits. There was like a hamster, some snakes, a tarantula. There was like at least 5 ducks, 8 chickens.
How do you feel about the...
There was so much.
How do you feel about the actor... the actor tarantula in Home Alone? Do you think he was treated right on set?
I don't remember. I don't
He was
remember.
dropped on Harry's face.
Oh.
And then he...
Tarantulas, when they drop, they can die.
Right, so I don't think he was treated very... He must have gotten a
Man.
good check for that. He must have been a stunt tarantula.
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in years.
Oh, it's a good one. So how long have you been doing the taxidermy?
For 3 or 4 years now.
3 or 4 years. Okay.
Yeah, officially. Like, I've had the license for about 3 or 4 years. I dabbled in, like, doing bugs and...
So officially, how about non-officially?
I
long?
don't know. Like, I started with doing little bugs and...
Bugs you don't need a license for, do you?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I've been doing... Okay, so I've had my business art for... since 2015 or 16. So, count that up.
Great artist.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, is there any animals that you're looking forward to working with? Or that you've been
I've got a couple
dying
guinea
to?
pigs. Oh yeah, I had those and they accidentally died in the barn. It got too cold one night, and
Frozen stiff in the morning, huh?
they literally were, and it was like really pretty sad.
One time I accidentally killed a frog. Because in my... so we always, like, collected frogs for some
we had
fucking reason.
weird obsession with frogs.
Yeah, don't know why.
Frogs are pretty cool.
So, I laid the frog down, and for some reason in my head, I was thinking I had a bike, right? So I just...
You ran the fuck over it.
I didn't run it over with my body weight, but I just, like, rolled the bike tire over it, because I thought in my head it was just, like, my foot. Like, oh, my foot can take it. But I didn't realize, I was like, oh, yeah, that's an actual, like,
How old
living
were
little
you?
thing. I was in elementary school, so...
I mean,
Maybe, like,
I
4th, 5th
got
grade.
some stories from like when me and my sister were little. We were fucking... My sister's like pretty normal now.
Now, I felt terrible after that. Because I was like, oh shit, I didn't
Me and
realize...
my cousins,
it
oh
was
my
gonna
god, my
kill it.
cousins from Tennessee, one time, they like came to visit and there's these lakes behind my grandparents, and I remember they went and speared catfish and then we ate them for dinner, and like that same night we found a frog and we killed the frog, like 5 of us kids or something, we put it in a jar and we killed the fucking frog and just dissected the frog. I don't know why, or
I said, okay.
Yeah, that's a weird. I mean, no.
I don't
There
know,
was
like it's
another-
some hillbilly shit
Yeah,
right
that
there.
really is.
There was
Yeah.
another frog after they killed, but this was Dad's fault.
And we were
Yeah.
like little kids. I don't know why, or You know,
Right,
why no one was watching us close enough to be like.
Who knows? Maybe they
Like
just
if I walked up on my kid doing that shit, like and doing what I do, I still don't know how I would react.
Yeah,
I'd probably be like, where'd you learn that? You know, it's like.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, my dad one time
did that.
I had a frog. I was like, Dad, give me a cup of water. I need some water for my frog. He got me fucking like scalding hot water.
Oh my
Gave it to me. And I
gosh.
put it in there and it went like once it jumped in, it went and it just died like that.
One time I made a necklace out of a frog that I had in a container overnight and it jumped out and like died and like flattened and mummified on my counter.
Jesus.
So I made a necklace out of it.
Do you ever just roll them out with a rolling pin?
No.
No cake baking here. Takes
No rolling the animals out.
Connor?
Oh, here you go. If you could like work on any extinct animal, what would you work on?
What a question.
Man, I wish you had a list of like what was extinct.
I don't know, dinosaur, fucking.
Here we go. I'll try to
I
pull
mean,
one up.
chickens are dinosaurs though, technically. They're a form
But
of
I'm saying like
dinosaur.
a big ass dinosaur, like
I
a
don't
T-Rex.
know, a pterodactyl would be cool. They're like
That'd be pretty
bats.
cool.
A baby pterodactyl.
Okay, here we go. Here's a
Pterodactyl in your house.
Yeah.
here's a couple extinct ones. Passenger pigeon. A Tasmanian tiger.
Oh, a fucking dodo? That would be dope.
Woolly mammoth. Dodo.
A parakeet is pretty cool. I will say that.
Woolly
Neanderthal.
rhinoceros. Saber-toothed tiger. Yeah, there's a good little list there.
Yeah.
Irish
I mean,
elk.
birds are pretty cool. I want to get better at birds. But birds are, like, protected other than
Yeah.
five. And,
My,
like, there's a few that my cat had brought me. that
My
I
buddy
could
one
work on.
time went around not Jackson Mara. What's the other park? Down off of Washington, where they do the
Foster?
lights. No, not Foster. The other one. Goddamn, where Big Ben is.
I don't know.
Is that Foster?
No, the one right by my house. You go down fucking Deaf and Ball.
I thought it was called Foster the whole time.
No, yeah, where the skate park
Actually,
is Foster.
okay, yeah, you're
You know
right.
the one I'm talking about?
I do, but I don't know the name of it.
Oh, god damn it. Anyway,
Every park has a name now.
there, yeah.
I don't know.
But he was driving around and he went and ran over a bunch of geese.
Oh, geese are protected
Yeah,
as fuck.
and
you can't fuck with them.
He
Like
brought,
on purpose
yeah,
and shit.
on purpose. He filmed it and everything.
Oh, I do.
And he
Man, you
brought
can go
one
to
to
jail for
yeah,
that
he brought
shit.
one to school and like put it on somebody's car. And
Yeah, you
yeah,
can
he
go to
got
jail
a
for
big
certain
fine
shit.
for it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
There's a...
so he might be a serial killer one day, maybe. I mean, you got that in the end.
That's
Yeah.
just weird.
To run people down like that? Maybe
And
he's
enjoy it, and then bring it.
like, ha ha ha.
One time, I had like 5 or 6 baby possums that the mama got hit on the road, and I looked pretty fancy. Like, I was dressed up for the day, and I had heels on, and I literally, like, parked. It was, I think, on Alfalfa. So it wasn't, like, a huge, busy road or anything, but, there was another car coming, and I'm, like, I had a bucket and a trash bag, and I'm, like, arms deep in a trash bag in heels in the middle of a road and like parked with my blinkers on and picking up out of a dead possum these baby possums. Six were alive and like 5 were dead. There was like 11 or something total, and I took the rest to a rehabilitation center and I jarred up the rest, and it was just, it's one of the weirdest moments because, and then I like motioned to the person that's like looking at me like this because I'm like in heels digging in a possum. Yeah, like, and I'm like, so sorry.
Did you get to whatever you're getting to though that you were dressed up for?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I was dressed up for the day. I had heels on for
I
some
thought you
reason.
were-
Like, I wasn't going anywhere specific. I think I was going to pick up my kids or something.
Sorry, mommy's supposed to like dead possum.
I really like I had a bucket full of dead and alive possums, and
Their kids are like, possum today, mom? Yep. That's what it
some
was.
people like ask me if I eat some of it. And I'm like, no, that's disgusting. Some of it is literally like
I
roadkill.
don't. Yeah, that's
No.
no bueno for me. So, where do you want to go in the taxidermy business? What's you got any goals or accomplishments that you
Just
want to
find
get
more
to?
of my market, really.
More. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing. So, hey, if you're watching,
Yeah.
buy all of this is
You
for
like-
sale almost, right? Almost everything
Yeah.
except for these.
Yes, no cat. You can't.
Everything on the table here.
So first.
So,
for cats.
Let's talk. I wanted to talk about this bad boy. Oh, grab her. This bat.
Yeah.
This is the only bat you've done?
I've done two.
Two. Okay,
They're
so
mummified.
this is mummified. All right.
Yeah.
So what does it take to mummify a?
You like take the specimen. So like I think this one specifically I
You can
found
see it.
in a basement, and it was in a fancy ass house, right? And it was just dead in their basement. It was really weird. And my boss was like, Katelyn, you're gonna love this. And I like flipped out. And when I'm really excited about something, like you're like, oh my god, this freak. Like, like.
He looks like he got knocked out and his mouth's open a little bit. He looks like a little.
Yeah.
He might have snored when he slept.
Yeah. So like you take the specimen, and his wings were so they're so thin. They were already starting
they do look like
to
paper, like a little
dry
leaf
out.
almost.
They're really paper thin, and so like they were already starting to like form to the body, so they were like crunched up, you know.
Gotcha.
So I had to first put it in a bag of like warm paper towel, basically warm wet paper towel, and it the same with bugs. If they're too crunchy and still able to be malleable, you can expand the wings. So I did that, and then you basically just put them in a salt borax solution and then you change that out and make sure there's like no maggots or shit growing in it, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've had a couple.
I had one bat that my cat brought me that
see.
I did wrong, and it was really
I
when you
had
do something wrong, it's really not that fun.
My cat attacked one down in my basement, and I ended up having it was like hopping around because it's
A
fucking
bat?
because
Oh,
it's
man.
like
Yeah.
wing was fucked up, so I kind of went down there like a hockey player, and I
Man.
put up a bag, and I kind of fucking
Oh,
slap shot
man.
into the bag, and I threw it away. And I was like, I don't know what to do with you.
Yeah, I mean, people hit me up all the time. They're like,
You
Yeah,
do
I
extermination
found
too, by any chance?
No, I wish I knew someone that like. Yeah, in like exterminators, they like can't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Almost fell to the whole thing.
Good.
Yeah.
And
It's like 120.
I'm just sitting here till you tell me to.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
bats.
Yeah. I don't know what I was saying.
No, but well, there was a time too. Also, I had another bat that his wing was fucked up. I put it outside because my wife was like, "You need to kill that thing." I'm like, "I ain't killing the fucking bat." I was like, "You kill it." I was like, "You want it to be dead, not me." And so I went out back
That's
outside.
the main thing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
I mean, I've killed mice before.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it, but
You put them in the freezer.
so see, the thing is that I'm not putting a fucking bat in the freezer with like frozen pizzas, okay? But I went back
I have
out.
a drawer in my freezer that's separated that like I store shit properly.
Nah, I see. I'm too big. I'm like, what if something gets? I don't know, you know. But I went back outside to find this bat. It fucking flew away. I thought, oh well, guess he's fine. So we got in the car and we were leaving. I got on the driver's side. She got in the passenger side. And as I was backing out, she's like, "Bat's underneath the tire," and I fucking ran it over. And I was like,
Good job.
well, I felt terrible.
What?
Yeah, I felt
One
bad
time-
about it.
One time, it was a very emergency situation, but the first thing I've ever hit on the road was like a 2 out of 3 raccoons. I was going like 100 mile an hour, and it was like I had to get where I was getting at it was emergency, and I was like, fuck.
It reminds me of...
Very traumatic situation.
Connor?
Oh, shit.
About-
I don't know if I have any more great questions.
Well, one more. We'll do one more each. Since we're...
Have you ever had to, like, bathe any of these animals when you
That's
get
a
them?
good
you know?
one.
Like,
Yeah, so like sometimes they'll have blood on them, like not a ton, but like around the mouth or something. And remind you, I live on East Vale, like literally across the ballpark, Diamond, and I just really thoroughly wonder how many people, because I see people walking across the street, and the terrace towers are right over there. Oh my god, I have a story for you guys in a minute. Oh shit, like
I'm ready for it.
2 actually.
Okay.
2 small ones, but I have a spigot outside. It's on the side, like the side facing the fucking road, basically, and I'm just like washing a dead raccoon. And I'm just like, I really hope like people don't question this. Like, they're probably in their head question. I don't know how many people have
Has
seen
anybody
me.
ever like called the cops on you?
Oh, so I got a fine for my pig one time. That's alive. So I have a pet
Pig's
pig.
not dead.
Yeah, pig.
You can
pig
figure out
Nick.
how to turn these
Pig
pigs
Nick.
into
Shout out to Nick Johnson.
picnic.
You guys know Nick Johnson at all?
I don't.
Oh,
But
he plays for a band, Gingerbeard Band, actually. Check him out.
Beard.
Gingerbeard Band.
Gingerbeard Man. Check him out on YouTube, probably. You could turn that pig into a football.
He's a stubborn little sausage, man.
Yeah.
His name is Nick, and he's a little terrorist, dude. Like,
We don't like terrorists.
man, he has just torn the fuck up out of my barn. Like, oh my gosh, he's just. I don't know why I got a pig, but they
nice
live for
animals.
like 20 more years.
Jesus.
Shit.
Like, it's either I get rid of the pig, slaughter the pig, or
Sell
have
the
it-
pig.
something like I don't know, but I'm gonna have a pig for a while. But he's one of my pets that I don't know where I was going with that. No, I got a fine for him. You said if I got in trouble for anything, I got a fine for him. He got out one time, but then my chickens one time. So I dropped a pallet on my foot that morning, and I had to go to the emergency room to see if it was broke. That's how, and I could barely walk on this foot. And so I'm like in a
Something
little
with
boot
animals.
thing, and I'm like limping around terrace towers, like the most ghetto places in town. And these people, like 5 people, are filming me, and I'm like literally limping around,
Oh, no.
chasing a chicken with someone. With a friend of mine who was they did some work around my house, and then they were leaving, and then they were like, hey, this person is knocking on your door and there's a chicken over here. And I was like, fuck. And I'm like limping, and I'm limping across East Vale Street, like, and I was getting
shit.
filmed, and they were laughing, and I was just like chasing a fucking chicken, and I had to do something about it. Like, I can't just.
One of your most embarrassing moments. Stop!
I wasn't even really embarrassed. I was just like,
I would have called out for help.
in a mission. Like,
No
I was on a
photography.
mission, man. When you have a chicken loose, you just gotta get the chicken, or you're gonna get fucking fined for the chicken. Like,
So, closing comments here. Do you have anything to say to anybody who wants to maybe start dabbling in this? Or any of the kids out there who might be watching?
kids.
I don't
Oh,
think there's any kids.
Probably
watching.
not.
probably
So-
not. I mean, look up some weird shit on YouTube and.
Some snuff films, maybe?
No, like, not that kind of weird shit. Like, I mean, like, literally gutting an animal. Shit like that. See if you can stomach a video. Then you gotta work your way up to, like, how are you gonna acquire said animals? And then once you get to that point, you either pick up shit on the road, or you acquire said animal from hunter or trapper, you know, whatever.
Right.
Whatever your choice is. And then you learn a little bit about it, I guess. You can apprentice someone. If you're just going at it, just slice that bitch open and
Start removing
Have at
guts.
it.
literally, yeah. Like, I mean, you have to skin the animal. If you have to clean the bones, you have to, gut the animal, and that's not fun.
sound
There's
fun.
just sometimes I'm
You know
like,
what was fun?
I couldn't stomach
like
that. so-
that the whole time, and I'm like, sometimes it's like not fun in terms of like, I did this iguana recently, and it was just not fun. It was tough. The skin was tough. It was basically the first reptile I've done. It's like a 4-foot iguana.
Damn.
Like, this is its foot bent up. Like,
That's a big fucking iguana foot.
its finger is probably that long.
Dude, that is big.
So,
Goddamn.
yeah.
Well,
But
you know what was
that's
fun
like-
was having you on here, honestly.
cool.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
All this stuff, not this, is for sale, and where you can find you on where?
Social media is Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram,
Creative
Creative
Curiosities.
Curiosities.
Yep.
On Facebook and Instagram.
It'll
So
be
if
in the
you
description as well.
like to buy some birds sitting on a chair, some nuts, stained glass, leather work, art,
Paintings.
you name it, you can probably find it. So thanks
Yeah.
for watching. Thank
Got a
you
website,
for.
too.
Oh, she has a website. What's the website?
CreativeOdditiesandCuriosities.com.
That'll be in the description as well.
Thank
Cool.
you. So we appreciate you coming on and talking about all this insanely cool shit. So thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
See you next week.
Bye.